Hello everyone, Donna Miller here from C3Workplace, and today in this video blog I want to talk to you another lesson from my 25 years in business, but I want to talk to you about 3 ways that I believe you can harness the power of innovation. We all have to innovate. No one gets to stay where they are. What got you here will not get you to where you're trying to go. And so I think it's really important that we cultivate the skill of innovation. So, number 1, I believe innovation is rooted in curiosity. Stay curious. Look around you. Try to break out of your own box to get another person's perspective of something that you have a pretty clear view of. There is always another way to see a situation. I often think of this as this is one of the reasons I enjoy participating in book clubs, because I read a book, but then I get to hear multiple people's perspective on something that I've already formed an opinion on. So at the root of innovation is curiosity, and part of cultivating your curiosity is active listening. Our job is to get other people to talk. As a leader, as a business owner, as someone who's trying to advance our cause, our job is to get other people to talk so that we can understand what it is they need. Do we have a solution? And that really starts with active listening. So I would encourage you to develop a really good list of open-ended questions. You know, for me, these tend to be steeped in values, but practice curiosity, fuel that curiosity by asking open-ended questions. The second way I believe you can harness the power of innovation is, and I've talked about this many times before, but I believe we are meant to stay students for life. For me, this is actually rooted in what was an insecurity for me. I don't have a college degree, but I've spent the last 25 years building this business, and trust me, at this point, I've got an MBA in, street smarts of how to grow a business. But I've fueled that along the way. I've read hundreds of books. Last year, I set a goal to read 2 books a month. I actually read 37 books last year. Listen to podcasts. Find your lane. Find the learning that fuels your soul. And not only are you going to stay a student by reading, by taking courses, by revisiting the fundamental issues that make you successful. I do not believe we ever are beyond applying the foundations, and sometimes we need to hear them again and again. But staying a student also means, back to number 1, ask good questions, especially of your clients. So stay a student, learn externally, learn from your clients, learn from your team. Really, really be curious and open to what's going on there. So number 2 is stay a student for life. And frankly, to me, life would be so boring if there wasn't something new to learn all the time. And number 3, and this is maybe a little more difficult, and I'm going to quote Elon Musk in a moment, but I want to encourage you to harness the power of innovation by failing forward. You will not get from where you are to where you want to go without a couple of failures along the way. Elon Musk says, failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. Of course, Elon Musk, you gotta be impressed with the innovation, whatever your thoughts are on him. But failing forward. And the point about failing forward is every time something doesn't go the way you want it to go, there's a lesson to be learned. Back to number 2, stay a student. If it's a failure with a client, what can you do differently next time to prevent that from happening? You might innovate in that moment and create a new service or product or checkpoint. But the other thing is, it's really important, and this is hard. I've talked about letting go to grow. Part of letting go to grow is letting the people around you fail as well. You have to do that in measured doses. You want to do that with the least client impact, but you have to make it okay for the people around you to make mistakes. I have said I am a recovered micromanager. This is not something that came easily or naturally to me, but I have gotten to the point where I am able to focus on the result that I'm looking for, let everyone come up with their method to get there, and that means they might take some missteps along the way. So I want to encourage you to cultivate your mindset of innovation. I want you to harness the power of innovation. I want to encourage you to read Fast Company magazine because it's about disruption, and disruption is what changes the world. And we are never not called to innovate and disrupt and to improve the world, one little thing at a time. I really believe it's the 50 little things you do. There's not going to be a magic bullet. I haven't encountered a magic bullet in my life, but I've figured out thousands of ways to innovate, to do things better, to learn, to stay a student, to cultivate curiosity, and to fail forward. I hope that you can take some of what you've learned in this little video blog today and apply it to your business so that you can improve your results. And if you need help with that, you know how to reach me, Donna at C3Workplace.com. Visit our fabulous new website, C3Workplace.com, and you will see the broad range of services that we provide to help you be more successful in your business. Thank you so much. Have a great day.